Hello, this is Jouni Juurala from Florbal Made Simple yet again with another video, and today we're going to talk about the individual choices that the top players do in modern floorball these days. This will be a longer video, so please take your time while watching this, and let me remind you that these choices that the top players are doing are very versatile, and nobody is able to do all of those in floorball field. So this is sort of a collection of different choices that top players are able to do in the field. Different top players are being able to do in the field. But as many of those individual choices that you are able to do in the field, you are even a better player. So try to learn as many of these and check mark those from the list, but keep in mind that nobody is able to do all of these in a world-class level. And if it seemed like that the previous videos were mostly for the coaches, this is more to the players. But even still, it is important for coaches as well to recognize that what the top players are doing in floorball these days. So here's the list, and you can see that this is a really vast collection of different choices that different top level national team and club team, women's and men's players are doing at the field in the moment. I wish that I would have had this list 16 years ago when I started coaching, and if I would have been able to figure these things out faster, but it took 16 years for me. I hope it is faster for you to figure this out, but please take your time and watch the list, and let's move on then. The first ability is looking like a shooting threat when you are in the ball in the offensive zone, and Ville Lastikka is showcasing how it is done. He is not the one that's going to score in the video, but look how big of a shooting threat he is in the power play as being the lowest player in the field, and how he looks like he is about to shoot in any moment when he's doing those little sideways movements. As you can see, I am only describing those that stand out the most in today's floorball, and in this video you can see the Meyer of West End Indians, how he is deking and feinting the defender towards the center, even though he does not drive to the center, but he is going through the backhand and through the end board towards the goal and attempting to score. This is coming more and more common on floorball today, so this is definitely a thing to learn in your own spare time. Shooting past the first blocker. This has come a huge thing in floorball these days, and what I'm pointing out that watch the clips and see how different are the situations where the players are shooting beyond their first marker, and you can shoot it from a whole pile of different situations, and you can place the shot between the legs of the player blocking the shot, or before the legs, or you can go across the player to shoot. The important thing is to get the shot just to the goal. So no matter where you're shooting it, it is really important. The defenses are becoming faster and faster, so you will be forced to be able to receive and release the ball even faster and faster. And these days the attackers and every player is really good on receiving the ball and then releasing it very quickly. So focus on your individual training on how fast you can do those both. They cannot be done separately. You need to be able to do those both in a very fast pace in order to score. The quickness on how fast you can shift the ball from the backhand side to the forehand side and then score is a really important factor if you want to be able to score even more points. And in the video you can see the player when she is driving to the goal and shifting the ball to the forehand, she is yet still turning the ball a little more towards the center just before the shot, so the angle for the shot is even better, and that is a small cue that you can focus on. In the next clip you will see Happe player Markus Sipronen sprinting in a very fast pace and finishing from a snapshot. In today's floorball, the ability to sprint into almost full speed or into full speed and finish from that direct speed from a snapshot is a really good tool to score with. And then the dreaded slap shot. In the clip you will see Justus Kainulainen scoring in the World Championships from a slap shot, but the pass is coming beneath him towards him. So it comes from lower in the field to higher in the field, and these sort of situations where players score with a slap shot, in those kind of situations are increasing by every season. Progressive passing, what a fine word, but it basically means that the modern top players in floorball are able to drive with the ball towards the centrum or to any position in the field, and they are able to pass passes that go towards the opposing team's goal rather than our own end. So create abilities and widen your solution bank on how to pass the ball towards opposing team goals. The readiness to pass in every sort of situation and from every position is really important, and in the next clip you will see Niko Salo covering the ball and running by holding the stick in one hand and then shifting the ball in a quick pace to the passing position, so that shifting of the ball from far away from your body to the passing position is really important. Horizontal cutting passes. So these are the passes where the ball is moving in the wide direction in the field, and usually it ends up in scoring play. In the Swedish leagues, the teams are able to perform these with a very high quantity, so you should watch the Swedish games to see those situations, and they probably are among the best to do these. In the next two clips, you will see players making these progressive cutting passes to the center in totally different situations. The first one is from the middle zone offense and the next one is from offensive zone offense. But either way, top players need to be able to perform these cutting progressive passes that lead to scoring or at least into a scoring chance. Dragging the opponent sideways. Here we are basically talking about the moment where the player with the ball is carrying the ball in the wide direction, and by doing so he is dragging the opponent with him towards the center, and that clears a free runway for other players to fill. In some situations in the top leagues, players might have to carry the ball towards the center even while being in a 1 versus 1 pressuring situation. So top players need to be able to carry the ball sometimes to the center even though they might be in a small level of pressure. Earlier we were talking about the progressive passes or choices, and now we are about to see a one progressive choice from the middle zone offense. The defensive player is carrying the ball from the sideboards towards opponent's goal and he decides to shoot. So a progressive choice might be either a pass or a shot or a carry towards goal. Once the basic abilities such as carrying the ball have been learned and mastered, you can start to focus more on these more advanced stuff. And the first one we're going to represent is hiding your choices till the end. This basically means that you need to look like you're passing and then shooting, or look like you're shooting and you're passing. Either way, you need to look like a threat, and such a threat that the opponent cannot predict what you are going to do. In this clip you will see a player holding the ball while being under pressure, but what is the key point in this video? The player is keeping his vision into the field. Even though the pressure is coming, he has the courage, bravery and the skill to maintain his vision to the field, and he is keeping himself ready to pass at any moment. And also he is dragging the highest player of the opponent's team even deeper in the field, which creates more space to fill. And the last example is called pausa. It's a football term. In football, it basically means that the player puts his foot on the ball and waits for the offerings to happen, the opposing team to come towards him, or so on. In floorball, you can do the exact same thing. You can do it by standing still, holding the ball, doing backhand, forehand a little bit. And in this video, the player is doing a floor Zorro. He is waiting for the opponent to come even closer to him. And you can see in the video as the defending team is starting to move a little more towards him while he is doing that throw, and then the passing lane is even easier after it. So, learning the moments when you can take your time and actually decelerate to make the game slower, those are important factors as well. Okay, that was it for today. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tell about this video to your friends. I think that your teammates might wanna watch this video as well, so share this video as much as possible. And I appreciate every subscriber that we have gotten already, but tell about this channel to your friends. So we will have even more people joining in on development of Florbal. Okay, this was a long video to do and a lot of work, so we appreciate every like and subscribe, and go follow us on our socials. Thank you.